Hey folks, welcome back, and in part 3 here we're going to talk about security controls from requirements. First thing we're going to talk about here is the common criteria. So common criteria defines the different levels of testing of a system, but it doesn't guarantee the complete security of the system. So in other words, it's going to give some good it's going to give some good indication that the security of the system is strong, but it's not going to say that it's not going to have a guarantee that the system is completely secure. So what this does is it gives buyers confidence in the security of the products. It creates a single evaluation to avoid duplication of security evaluation. It makes security evaluations cost-effective and efficient. Evaluations adhere to high and consistent standards. It increases the availability of evaluated products. And then evaluate what the system does and measure trust in the system. So there's two primary elements to the common criteria. One is the protection profile. The other one is the security targets. So the protection profile specifies what the customer's security requirements are for the product under evaluation. Security targets are what the vendor of the product claims are built into the product or target of evaluation, the TOE. Evaluation assurance levels are the published security levels of a system. So for EAL1, it's going to, the security levels are showing that it's functionally tested. And what this means is there's some confidence in correct operations, due care of personal data. In EAL2, structurally tested means that the design and test are in line with commercial practices. For EAL3, methodically tested and checked, this means that secure engineering is from start to finish with moderate level of testing. For EAL4, methodically designed, tested, and reviewed, this means that it's been rigorously security engineered. So security engineering has been put in at the beginning. EAL5, semi-formally designed and tested, means rigorous security engineering and includes specialist security engineering techniques. For EAL6, formally verified, designed, and tested, means direct, rigorous engineering at all phases with the purpose of reducing overall risk. For the last EAL7, formally verified, designed, and tested, means this is the highest risk situations with high-risk assets, extensive analysis and testing. So next, let's talk about the authorization to operate, or the ATO. This is defined by the risk management framework, and it's performed by an authorizing official or designated approving authority. An approving authority, a security control assessor, and a recommending official. So ATOs are issued for a period of time and they can expire. So if it's issued for maybe months, maybe years, it could eventually expire, and then the ATO would have to be you would have to go through the authorization again. It can also expire if there's a significant security breach or a significant material change to the security architecture. There's four different types of ATO, or different components of the ATO. There's the authorization to operate, and that means that the risk has been managed to an acceptable level. This system is allowed to go into a production environment, and that's ultimately what you're trying to get to with an ATO, is that you're trying to get a system to production. The common control authorization means that security control is inherited from another provider. Risk is acceptable, and the ATO has already been issued from a authorizing official. Authorization to use. So this is when using a third party provided, when a third party is providing a service to the organization, and the ATO can be accepted from a different authorizing official from that third party. And the last one here is denial of authorization. So this is when it's issued when the risk is unacceptable to the organization. With that, I hope you enjoyed that. Look forward to speaking to you in the next section.